Oh boy. Man, how long have we been putting this off? It feels like it's been at least over a week, maybe two. We did a little bit of Genshin, so I don't really recall how long it's been since we last played. So, as for what's on the agenda today, we're going to do Chapter 5 of When Even Cheers Fade. And I don't know if Chapter 5 will be as long as some of the other chapters, so we probably won't be here for 2 hours. And if that is the case, we got like 30 pulls on the standard banner. If I remember right, we have to be getting close to a 5-star. I don't remember what my pity is, so might as well check it now, so that editor me will have a less hard time later. 61. So we're at 61, and we have basically 30 things that we can pull. I keep forgetting that we had a double last time we did get a 5-star off of the banner. So we might be able to get to Hard Pity. And then maybe we'll check out this Festive Reverie thing that I have no clue what it is. If this ends up being an extremely short stream, that'll be what happens. Meanwhile, even when cheers fade, Chapter 5. It's time for the final match, right? I will defeat Yanqing. We did the awkward scream about it. For those who are on the Discord, they'll know that I have actually been,
Wow.
Oh, never mind.
A source just informed me that General Jing Yuan himself will be present for the upcoming Ringmasters Challenge.
Of course he will. It's his student. So, for those who follow on Discord, I have mentioned that we're not going to be doing 5.1 stuff in Genshin this week. Save it for next week. I'll hopefully avoid spoilers.
Huh? The General is such a busy man. I can't believe he's coming to watch nobody like me in action.
He might be coming to watch the other guy.
Mr. Luca, know your worth. You're far from being a nobody now. The most popular war dance contestant from another planet is challenging his disciple. Of course he has to be here.
That's the spirit, Carmela.
This is so stressful. I can't embarrass Bellabog in front of General Jing Yuan.
Yeah, you can. You can embarrass him all you want.
I feel like my heart is about to burst out of my throat.
Being too nervous might affect your performance. How about a bottle of Sweet Dream soda?
No! Fuck that!
Right! I shouldn't drink that.
How about this? Let's go watch someone else's match, shall we? According to the schedule, the current match is...
Boot Hill's going up against someone, right?
Between Boot Hill and Yanqing.
That's... Oh, great. We're gonna get to see Boot Hill get knocked out, right?
Oh? That sounds interesting.
Let's go! You need some fresh air! Being cooped up here in the lounge will only make you more nervous.
I actually am a little bit annoyed that we didn't watch more matches take place.
Let's get moving. We might miss the match if we wait any longer.
Woo! What an intense battle! If I had hands that could sweat, they'd be drenched by now.
Darn, we missed it.
Still, I wonder why Mr. Boothill suddenly decided to holster his gun and forfeit the match. Was he intimidated by Yanqing's swords? Or was he forced to leave because he's wanted by the IPC?
I doubt that, Albert.
Regardless, I hereby declare the winner of the match, the Low Wu's Ringmaster Yanqing!
Oh, we're too late. Looks like we'll have to catch the replay later on.
Oh, son of a fudge. Now, that boy is strong.
Also, Yanqing doesn't seem to be here.
Well, I'll be hornswoggled. You all come to see my match. Oh, too bad. Those little IPC fudglings are on my tail. I gotta hightail it out of here. I gotta say, your original iron arm looks good.
Really?
But you know, no matter how tight the schedule, there's always room for a goodbye. Before I head out, let me buy you a cup of tea. Dew's Tea House in Arm Alley has some mighty fine fudge and tea.
It really does. The tea served there isn't suitable for someone his age. It's full of hallucinogenics from what I remember. The tea has a real kick to it. It's pretty fiery stuff.
Fiery. Just the way we like it.
Who's we?
Us grown men need it strong and kicking. Fudge yeah.
Fudge, yeah. Okay.
No way! You're wanted by the IPC. How can I trust you to take him out for tea?
Camera girl, I don't even mind that you're one of them little IPC fudglings. Yet here you are, acting all forking judgmental.
Trailblazer, Miss Carmela, please don't worry about me. I believe Boot Hill means no harm. I'll be back soon.
Don't try anything funny.
Come on, now that ain't gonna happen. Tickety fudge, what kind of man you take me for?
15 minutes later. I guess we're cutting to the Luca POV. I like that the Aeon of Equilibrium has the last letter of their name capitalized. So that it is perfectly balanced. A palindrome.
Mr. Boothill, welcome. Please, take a seat. Hey, isn't this the Luca Strongarm that everyone's been talking about? It's a pleasure to have two distinguished guests here today. What can I get for you? Just let me know.
I'm fixing to leave the Lafu, so give me a send-off with a cup of that single malt strong tea you only get on the
Single
sneak
malt
shop.
tea.
The fancy stuff. Popper's blood will do just fine.
Popper's blood.
As for him, he's about to face a tough battle, so fix him up a glass of hero spirit.
No problem. I'll be right back.
It's tea.
The
It's
vibe of
tea.
this
Just
place
remember that.
is
It's just
similar
tea.
to
It's
Bellabog.
Dew's Tea House. It's really strong, fiery, alcoholic tea.
I'm glad you like it. I'm buying you drinks for two reasons. I want to apologize to you, that's the first. My intention was to test your resolve, but threatening a competitor with life and death was a bit over the line. I'm real sorry. If you drink this cup of tea, it means you forgive me. Okay?
Okay. Come on, Boothill. Don't put him on the spot like that.
I learned a lot from that match against you, Mr. Boothill. Actually, I should be thanking you for that.
Okay. Glad you ain't mad. Now let's get to the second reason. I think you should pull out of the competition.
That's out of the question. I won't back down. Just like how I faced your gun last time.
I'm leaving not just because time's running out for me, but partly because of that Ringmaster too.
Really?
This kid's young, but he's got some serious skills. Facing him will take too long, and there's no guarantee of winning. It ain't worth getting caught by those forking IPC hounds over a competition.
Speaking of young, how old is Boothill? He's a cyborg. He could be theoretically as old as the writers want him to be.
You're different. You always have the choice to leave. The whole cosmos knows about you and Bellabog now, so you've already achieved your goal. No one will blame you if you withdraw now. But if you step into the ring, you'll be crushed. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no offense to Luca, but just off of a power scaling and feats that we've physically witnessed, I don't think Luca is anywhere near Yanqing's level.
I understand. But I'm still gonna step into the ring and throw a punch. Win or lose, the outcome isn't the only thing that matters.
I'm impressed, kid.
Oh, you're testing my resolve again! I almost fell
God,
for
you're
your
stupid,
trap.
Luca.
Dog my whoa, Boots, you're forking sharp, boy.
Oh my god, he mentioned Rappa. Rappa mentioned.
A girl called Rappa. She's set in her own ways, just like you.
lock my chair in place. There we go. She's going to be the new Erudition imaginary character coming out, I believe, in the next patch. If you pay attention to the, what do they call it, the drip feed?
Is she as weak as me?
Well, can you crush a star with your bare hands?
No.
Can she?
She can't.
Oh, come on!
She always insists that she can.
She always insists that she can.
That's ridiculous.
What holy forkaroni. She's really strong.
I wonder if she's going to show up in Penacony. Down the strong tea in one gulp, waved Luca and left the street without looking back. Well, nice to see you, Boot Hill.
It's getting late. The match with Yanqing is starting soon. I wonder if Luca's back. Let's see whether he's in the lounge.
Here we go.
I can't believe the match is about to start. I feel as though I'm having a dream.
Stay calm, Luca. Just treat this like any other regular point-based tournament.
You've already destined to be in the history books. You're already a big shot.
Right! Regardless of how the Ringmaster's challenge transpires, you're already a superstar.
I wonder how March's tournament progress went.
That's exactly what makes me feel like I'm dreaming. In fact, the biggest takeaway from this trip to the Luofu is that it made me realize something.
The universe is big?
I don't fight to gain or prove anything. I don't even do this for the sake of winning. Whenever I throw my punches, I feel like I'm the happiest man in the cosmos. That's the only reason I'm doing this.
Yeah, do this for you.
Even though I don't fully understand it, I'm still pleased to witness your growth.
Well, it's time for you to get ready for the final battle.
Alright. Yanqing! I also noticed that we didn't go to the poster this time, like we did with every one of these other chapters, which means that he still doesn't know who Yanqing is. And I'm glad that they're saving that to the end. Okay, let's get into this.
I can't believe it took me so long to realize that Japard, Argenti, Boot Hill, Svarog, and Mr. Tail were all trying to tell me the same thing.
Fighting hurts?
Oh, does this mean I've got one foot in the realm of the strong now?
I think you've had one foot in the realm of the strong for a while.
Huh. Maybe it's the mentality that makes you strong.
Luca, are you ready to challenge Yanqing?
I've been ready for a long time.
I've been ready for a long time.
Okay, if you're gonna say the line, don't make me pick it.
Wow! I'm not even ready yet.
Here we go. What's the arena effect? Chief highlights. Inflict weakness break. Increase break damage. When characters break enemy targets, weakness break advances character's action. Alright. Oh, gives me a fire recommendation. Oh, it gives us a Firefly team. Cool. And it gives us a Lingshaw. Begin! Alright, time to fight Yanqing. This is going to be an interesting before-match banter. I've been excited and looking forward to this for a long time. That's why we saved the best for last. Alright, Albert. Sing me off.
Hi, Mr. Luca. We meet again.
How is this possible? You're Lung Feng.
Lung Feng.
Sorry for not revealing my name previously. I'm the Luofu's Ringmaster, Yanqing. Mr. Luca, I've had my eye on you these past few days. You weren't aware, but I was in the crowd watching all your matches.
Really? What was your thoughts on the Boot Hill one specifically?
I must say, you're a formidable warrior. You're resilient, sharp, and strong. What's even more impressive is your resolve. Every punch you throw shows a courage that doesn't care about winning or losing. That has left a deep impression on me.
Hey, isn't Jing Yuan supposed to be in the crowd somewhere?
I've heard about what happened to your planet, so I understand how you need this win. Just one more step, and you'll take Belobog's name into the history books with you.
You don't even need to, really. I'd say you already made a name for yourself. We had like 2 Belabogians in the semifinals.
Ringmaster. There are things I must uphold.
I don't have a stirring pre-battle speech, Yanqing.
You said you were prepared.
Thanks for giving me directions when I was lost. Many have done the same thing for me these last few days. And it's thanks to all of you that I'm here now. You still remember the lofty aspirations we yelled loudly at the sky?
I will defeat Yanqing!
Luca will be the winner! I will defeat Yanqing!
Woo!
All eyes are upon Luca Strongarm, who has finally arrived in front of Yanqing after overcoming numerous hurdles. Since the beginning of the war dance, the match between Luca and Yanqing has been the most anticipated one among the audience.
There he is.
This highly awaited showdown is about to unfold before viewers across the cosmos. What will be the final result of this match? Let's watch and find out.
Oh, here we go. Fire the cannons. Starting pistol, basically.
Anyone who qualifies for the Ringmaster's Challenge is a respectable warrior. You're a top-notch boxer, just like I'm a top-notch swordsman.
Sword
the
versus
outcome of
fist.
This match isn't going to change that.
Yanqing, I'll give it my all to defeat you.
Likewise.
Here we go. Yanqing's boss fight. My least favorite boss fight in the entire game that we fight way too often. I do find it funny that his boss fight is relatively weak to Jing Yuan.
The final showdown begins now.
Albert, you can talk faster than that.
Eat me.
Six flying swords are swirling around the ring. How will Luca deal with them?
Let's improvise.
He has 9 toughness bars.
On Yanqing's sword.
The mood is set. Let the show begins.
A flying start.
Like fireflies until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live! Time to cleanse the filth.
Add the bunny. Needs bunny.
It's pitiless.
Take your position.
The opponent is not leaving any openings for Luca. Can Luca turn the tides again?
Keep calm and use your Iron Fist against your opponent. Do it for me.
Alright, Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Luca efficiently neutralizes his opponent's attack.
Everything in this world.
The indomitable Luca never gives up. The fight continues. There's no time to lose. Here is thunder.
There we go.
Show no mercy.
Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
Luca pulls off another miracle with his bare hands. What a man!
Super break time.
Show no mercy.
The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Oh god, he still has 2 more health bars.
Take your positions. The mood is set. Let the show begin. Let's improvise.
Luca's truly a magnificent warrior. Yanqing starting to take this more seriously.
Sword, eat me.
Alright,
Punish
5 sword
evil.
time. Or 4 sword time.
Luca seems to be struggling to land a counter. What is Luca going to do?
All that AoE damage is really helpful.
up your body and mind.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless. Joining the battle.
Like
Actually,
until
we
everything
have our ult again. Might as well just use that.
fight to live. May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
97 toughness bars, I just noticed. Oh god. That's kind of nutty.
Set the seas ablaze.
Come get me. You're all in on it.
Killing those swords is going to be the only way to realistically do this.
Still the same old.
Time to cleanse the filth. The truth, everything in this world is bleeding. Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Yeah.
Dreams do come true.
Fight.
Alright.
Sword.
Still have 90.
Yanqing's about to unleash his signature move.
His sword that shatters armies.
You be able to take this?
You could dodge. No one said you have to take it.
Cut through the rents.
Attack detected.
Catch up.
Cut
Uh-oh.
through the rents.
He has vibes. Here's...
Your swords are so tough. My iron arm has gone kaput.
In this case, I'll stop using my swords. Let's decide who the winner is with our bare fists.
No, we don't need a handicap. Cutscene! Ooh. Man, this is epic. He's done. Oh, Topaz is in the audience right there. Let's just screen cap that.
Yanqing, are you doing this out of sympathy? I don't need a victory like this, because I have no problem accepting defeat.
No, you aren't defeated.
The crowd is going wild.
Can't you hear? Everyone's cheering for you, Luca.
Luca, 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 Luca.
I think that in their minds, someone like you could never be considered defeated.
Such a moving battle.
Thank you for the commentary, Albert.
Thanks, Yanqing. In a true fight, does losing even matter? Winning and losing are part of any match. But I gave it my all, and I did it!
I don't think you gave it your
Throwing
all.
punches, punch after punch, until the very end. When I go back to Belobog, there will be another fight waiting for me in the future, and many more battles to come. Archie, I tried my best. Just like you. I won.
This is basically just like a sequel to his character story, his companion mission.
So Luca takes his defeat in stride. The audience's passion stays strong. Their constant applause is a salute to this resilient Belabogian fighter. In my view, there is no winner or loser in this match. At this moment, the admiration both sides have for each other and the audience's enthusiasm speaks for itself. This is an unprecedented match that goes
God, he sounds like he's gonna cry. Whatever they're paying you, Bill, is not enough. Especially since I know how much you actually spent on this game. Stop pointing the camera at me. Focus on them two kids. Well, I feared that this might be a 30-minute
I
stream.
didn't expect my war dance journey would end in this way.
Admiration. How do you feel?
I've never felt so at ease. I think it's time to pack up my things and head home with Lynx and the others.
Sorry for disturbing your rest, Mr.
Oh, Shikui, I forgot about you.
General Jing Yuan would like to meet you. Please, make your way to the seat of divine foresight.
Me? But I lost the match. Is the general really interested in meeting defeated contestants too?
As a Skyfaring Commission staff member, I'm afraid I don't have the answer to that question.
It also just could be Yanqing asking to see you, because that's where Yanqing works as well, technically. But I guess Stell didn't want to elaborate on that. Oh good, I don't have to actually go there, it just took me there.
Hello, Luca from Bellabog. It is a pleasure to meet you.
General Jingyuan, it's my honor to meet you. But I'm not quite sure why you summoned me here to the seat of divine foresight.
Because of that exciting match earlier. And also because you're the second war dance contestant from Yorilo in the past 700 years.
Do you mean... have you by any chance heard of Igor Haft?
Igor. What a nostalgic name. I know him, but... Actually, I should say I will always remember him. You and he are two of a kind.
General, do you know about Igor's experience on the Shinjo? In our hometown, many of us have heard of Igor Haft's heroic tale, but we don't know what he really went through during his journey beyond the sky. Please, you have to tell me his story.
I'm glad that we're getting to hear this from Jing Yuan, because there are several other characters we could have heard it from. I've brought this up before, that Hanya mentioned during the Trailblaze continuance that she witnessed a man with an iron arm and red hair fight in the war dance with her sister many, many years ago. And I guess Jing Yuan is older than Hanya, so it makes sense that he was around. I think Jing Yuan's over 800, right?
That was over 700 years ago. At that time, I was young and also serving as the war dance's ringmaster. Igor, a tall and red-haired boxer, appeared in the ring. Every swing of his fist felt like it carried the weight of an entire world. He had a peculiar habit after finishing a match. While turning down all the prizes and gifts, he would talk about his homeland's plight to the spectators, warning them of the Antimatter Legion's attacks as he sought help from those who were capable. Just like that, he conquered every opponent and finally stood before me. Much like how you faced Yanqing. He threw his punches in silence, matching me blow for blow. But as the fight was nearing its end, he suddenly stopped and left the arena.
Really? Interesting.
Igor, the Alliance leaders have listened to your tale and your homeland struggles. Many Cloud Knights feel sympathy for your situation.
Okay, I think it's time to start saving some of these screen caps.
Is there anything more than sympathy?
They are unable to send forces. We've received a warning signal from the Yaoqing, meaning a major conflict between the Xianzhou and the denizens of abundance is imminent.
I understand. Thank you, Jing Yuan.
Where will you go next?
I'm headed home, because my home needs me. I thought I would surely find a way to rescue it. Or at least someone in this vast cosmos would hear my plea for help. But I was wrong. Yorilo 6's tragedy is insignificant. Disasters unfold in every corner of the universe. If not here, then there.
By the way, is Matt
not
Mercer the
today,
voice
then
of Igor?
tomorrow.
It kind of sounds like him a little bit.
People have grown accustomed to the disappearance of insignificant stars in the sky. While I've been fighting here, my family and friends are bleeding to death because of the Antimatter Legion's invasion. With every fist I threw, their hopes dimmed a little more. It's time for me to go back now. If a child cannot fight to protect his mother when she needs it, what right does he have to call himself her son? See you again, Jingyuan. No. Considering my age, I don't think we will be seeing each other again.
I wish you victory, Igor.
You too, Jingyuan. If the opportunity arises, I'd love to fight you again. I'm coming back, Mother. I've come out on top in all my fights. But this time, victory is out of my reach.
The war dance is held to foster friendships through combat arts. However, I was just a Cloud Knight lieutenant at that time, powerless to change anything. I couldn't even utter any words of solace as I watched his despondent silhouette grow smaller.
So you were the same rank as Yanqing. Wow, that is quite the parallel.
And just like that, he left. Time flew by. And then, in the blink of an eye, 300 years had passed.
400 years ago.
Pardon my interruption, General. What was the name of the world you just mentioned?
Let's send an invitation to that world called Eurilo 6 for the war dance this year. Hopefully, his descendants will respond.
General, the astral charts of the Skyfaring Commission indicate that this world has been destroyed. General?
Send an invitation. Even if it is just a wish that won't come true.
And that's why they honored it. That's why they honored the invitation, even though it was 400 years expired.
So, this is why we received that invitation?
Igor gifted me a keepsake before he left.
Is this?
Oh, now that's an image we gotta save right there. Damn, look how young he was.
We took this picture before we parted ways. Despite feeling crestfallen that day, he still kept a smile on his face. Now, I'd like to give something to his descendant in return for his gift. 700 years ago, I didn't have the chance to help his home. But it's still not too late for me to step in.
Days later. I want to see where that conversation went after that. No, don't cut to days later. Now I still want to see an interaction between Hanya and Luca at some point.
Monument as our witness. I, the Supreme Guardian Branya Rand, hereby announce that the Xianzhou Lafu Belobog Mutual Trade Agreement is now in effect.
Now that's what I call something good. A mutual trade agreement. Alright, I'm saving all these CGs. Saving them all. For those who wonder where I should shove all these, I usually dump them into my Discord's mod chat, and then I'll save them to my computer at a later point in time. I'm sure there's a faster way to do this, but this is how I've been doing it for a little over a year now.
I've heard stories about Belobog, where the residents, in their most desperate times, steadfastly maintained the spirit of the preservation, resisting fate until the break of dawn.
I actually blanked on it for a while. I didn't even notice that Yaoqing was there, and she's like the most present in the frame. My eye was drawn to Luca in the corner over there. Got Pela right there in the back. As far as I can see, though.
It wasn't until I stepped onto this land of heroes myself and felt the burn of the perpetual ice on my skin that I finally realized how solemn the belief of the preservation is, and how great the people struggling there are. From today onward, the
You're giving a
Xianzhou
speech, Miss
lawful
Yukong. You
fights
don't have to
alongside
whisper
you
on stage, please.
until the
Unless you're
eternal
mic'd up.
breeze turns into the spring breeze, and the frozen land melts into fertile fields.
After a while, Belobog History and Culture Museum. Ooh, are we getting a new room in the
old
museum?
friend. You once expressed your desire to be a long-life species. Because we had a longer lifespan, you thought we would have more time to grow, rectify mistakes, and change the future.
I'm gonna save that as an image too, actually. Because anytime there's something in the museum, I like taking a screen cap of something new in the museum.
You were wrong, Igor. The next punch is always what matters most. For our world, the future is what truly matters. We don't just appear out of nowhere. Each of us comes from the world that was there before we were born. People are like a giant tree, closely intertwined and ever-growing. People shape history. History creates heroes. Heroes inspire the future. And the future brings forth new people. My old friend, your call for help back then has been answered. Luca is the answer. He isn't just a boy. Instead, he's as ancient as your civilization. And he's the embodiment of Eurilo 6.
The preservation.
I should have realized sooner. A civilization that can give rise to someone like you wouldn't be easily wiped out.
It's pretty much the IPC's fault that the planet was listed as destroyed, though.
Mr. Depard, are you ready? I'm here to return that victory you lent me.
Ooh, we gonna get a final showdown with Jafard? A revenge match?
War Dance commemorative items. A collector's model of the Sword Champion.
Alright.
Perfect timing, Coach. Now that the war dance has ended and Luca has returned to Belobog, it's time for me to go.
Why don't you stay for a couple more days? Enjoy yourself. Will you be able to get that permanent position you're after?
How am I going to afford that? Besides, Mr. Albert's been urging me to go back and write the next script of Keeping Up with Star Rail for him.
Are we allowed to make that meta reference? Excuse me?
Honestly speaking, these days of participating in the war dance with you have been the happiest of my life.
Good for you.
Now that Luca is the hottest rising star in the whole cosmos, he'll definitely have lots of chances to participate in major tournaments in the future. When the time comes, I hope you'll still be his coach, and I'll still be in charge of covering your stories. By the way, this is the issue of the newspaper that features the showdown between Luca and Yanqing. I bought 100 copies. This one's for you to keep.
Jeez, you're one of those people.
Oh no, it's getting late. I'm about to miss my star skiff. I should get going. I'll see you next time.
We didn't do a post-Yanqing interview, actually, now that you mention it. I'll make sure Luca becomes a champion next time. I'll be the contestant myself next time.
That works too. Luca can be your coach then.
That actually sounds like a cool idea. I hope we get to see that happen. Alrighty. Glory belongs to Luca's strong arm. This was a fight that will go down in the annals of history. Contestant Luca and Master Yanqing showcased their full dedication to exceptional skills, delivering an unprecedented and unparalleled game for the audience. Although Luca may not have succeeded in his challenge, his aspiration for victory and his perseverance in combat won him applause and cheers from the entire arena. I would have beaten him too if it wasn't for his 99 toughness bars. Wardance journeys end, but life's arena just begins. As contestant Luca steps down from the Wardance stage, our special coverage of the Wardance ceremony also comes to an official end. Thank you, dear readers, for your championship throughout. We wish you all to be like Luca, bravely throwing punches and performing splendidly in the arena of life. Luca surpasses Yanqing in popularity. Crowned male idol of the year. What? At the conclusion of the Ringmaster's challenge, Luca's audience support actually surpassed Master Yanqing's at one point, pushing him to the first place. Based on Luca's performance and popularity, our panel of experts has decided to name him Male Idol of the Year. This marks the first time a non-Xianxiao martial artist has achieved this honor. Congratulations, Luca. And just like that, it's over. LaFu Sports Illustrated. Oh, what we got here? I'm free. What's up? Wardance had its ups and downs, but ultimately ended smoothly. Too many ups and downs. It was a straight-up roller coaster. Wardance had too many incidents. Although there were many bumps along the way, luckily we have hit the aid of the Express crew. I express my sincere thanks for you and the crew. However, I merely something special to express gratitude is not considered etiquette. Hope to be able to meet the Express crew one more time and personally see everyone off. Sounds good. Where should we meet? Miss March and Da Hung also agreed to meet. Okay. I'll meet at the Star Skiff Haven. I look forward to seeing you there. See you there. By way of old. This is a mission. Is this on the Atlas? It should be, but it's not. Okay. Right, we were supposed to be only here for the war dance, and then, that weird fiasco happened with the, I guess we're probably going to do another trail-based continuance at the Herta Space Station in the next update, would be my guess. Finally here, I've been waiting for ages. Started to think you might not make it. Sorry, I'm Nate, I'll pay the bill. March, I feel like you're putting a lot of pressure on me. It's only right that the hero is last aboard. Well, that's a convenient excuse for bad timekeeping. It's no rush. You're just in time. The crew have run to and from the LaFu many times, so there's no need to go all the effort of a formal send-off, surely. March said that you were late because you had something else. Didn't you know the Zansho Yaoqing and the Zansho Zhuming messengers are heading back home? I hadn't heard that. I had no idea that that was today. Can't they just stay on the LaFu forever? That was why I hoped that the crew would be here. That's why I suggested that we say the crew's farewell until the very end. Let's go and see off our guests from afar on their way with Yanqing. You make it sound like we're the hosts here. This is Don Hung's home. Of course we can count as hosts as well. I studied swordsmanship here, plus think about how many friends you've made here. The LaFu is basically our home too. That's why March was scared. She thought you'd miss getting to say goodbye. I knew you'd regret it. What did I pick? I get it now. The Merlin's Claw and the Flaming Heart have already said their farewells to General Jing Yuan at the seat of Divine Foresight. They wanted to travel light without the Cloud Knight's escort, so as to not attract too much attention. I originally thought it may be a little rude to come and bid them farewell on my own, but I feel much more at ease together with the express guests. As you feel the same way, let's wait here together for a while. darn. I'm kind of disappointed that it wasn't revealed that Huaiyan is playable. He's one of the 7 Arbiter Generals. I was hoping all 7 of the Arbiter Generals would have been playable. What do you have to say, Don Hung? Miss Himiko and Mr. Yang have already begun their return from the Calegna Abyss as well. They'll be arriving at the Lafu today. If the timing is right, we should be able to meet them at Starskiff Haven Port. Let's line up to welcome them. This is a great opportunity. I don't know if I'd call it that. We still have some time before they arrive. Let's focus on sending off our Xianzhou guests for now. I didn't have much time, so the only souvenir I managed to buy with the Lafu was the people's favorite drink. If they're visitors... Oh, God, the Immortal's Delight. If they're visitors from afar, I imagine returning to Xianzhou will take a long time. If they get thirsty, they can drink this and get a taste of authentic Lafu flavor. It's not mung bean soda, is it? It's not Immortal's Delight, is it? Do you not know the people of Lafu by now? Of course it's mung bean soda. I'm worried they'll be sick of the... I'll be worried they'll be sick if they drink that on the journey. The taste of the Lafu. A must-have anywhere. I saw that advert too. We can't send our guests off empty-handed. Well, this is going to be a travesty. Judging by the standard vessel transfer time, the Yaoqing guests should be arriving any moment. Okay, I'll wait here. Fei Xiao and Moza. If it isn't Yanqing, the Xianzhou Lafu reigning champion. Oh, and our Astral Express friends here are too. Farewell, General Fei Xiao. Farewell, General Fei Xiao. It's a shame we never got that duel. The Marshal warned me repeatedly that I was not permitted to take the stage and show off my skills. Although, I think it's a shame not being able to spar with my talented allies. How about I have someone send an invitation to battle at the Astral Express when I get back? Alright, I'll do my best to learn from you. Although the recent alliance turmoil is yet to settle, and there are lots of preparations to take care of, I imagine we will have to wait some time for our battle. Make it 10,000 years. Don't keep me waiting too long. Alright, I hope we will all do our best. I am truly honored that I was able to meet with you one more time before we left the Lafu. Oh yeah, I bought an authentic local drinks from the Xianzhou Lafu for you all. Mung bean soda. Please don't hesitate to take one. You can enjoy it if you get thirsty on your journeys. I also Moza, just silently. Where's Jiao Cho? Isn't Jiao Cho here too? There he is! You are too kind, Miss March. Oh, right, he's blind now. We're over here. Though we have known each other only for a number of days, we are already friends for life. I am just as reluctant to part with you as you all are. There was a phrase I once heard. If we were to never part, how would we treasure our time together? If there was no farewell, how could we experience the joy of reunion? Miss March, please do not be sad, as our parting will only connect the dots between the details we missed when we met. Master Jiao Chao, we're actually over here. You expressed it perfectly, Master Jiao Chao. That's right, though I should probably mention I'm actually over here. You've been talking to thin air, Master Jiao Chao. Ah, over here. I'm sorry. We need to get you one of those cane thingies. And you would think with ears that big, he'd be able to hear where we were standing. I'm still not used to this yet. Though my eyes might not be of any use, my ears are extremely sensitive. I can pinpoint location through sound. I think you're still a little off, but, well, that's good enough. Can, say something quickly. There's an awkward silence. What were you doing during the war dance? Did you take part in the war dance competition? Moza, how about you chat a little longer? I was having my wounds treated, of course. Thanks to the healer lady, Cauldron Master Ling Sha, we are returning in proper form. All we've been told to do now is listen to doctor's orders. I managed to get time and go see Yanqing's Ringmaster match. He did well. Your respect for your adversary was particularly commendable, too. Thank you, General. This is basically like the checkout mission we did on Penacony. I'm really enjoying this. Hopefully we don't get sucked into a cult of short people again, though. Just wait for Qingxue. Just wait for Qingxue. Just wait for Qingxue. Did you take part in the war dance competition? My identity makes it improper for me to take part in these kinds of competitions, but these two, on the other hand... Don't ask me, I'm just a healer. You wouldn't catch me getting involved in that kind of thing when my eyes were working. Ask Moza. I imagine he doesn't like being in the limelight too much. I prefer to watch from the shadows and wait for my moment to strike. Unfortunately, the war dance competition would not give me the time for this. How about you, chat, Moza? Yeah. I think you're all well aware that I am a conversation killer. For everyone's well-being, we'd better change the topic. How do you feel about your journey in the Xianzhou Lafu? Our objective upon the Lafu has been completed. Although the situation with Hulei got a little out of hand, everything was wrapped up nicely in the end. I wouldn't say nicely. Jiaoqiu took the brunt of everything. If I had to share my regrets, it would be that I was not able to fulfill my duty as a leader and protect the safety of my subordinates. Fair. General, please don't reinforce the Yaoqing stereotype of being conversational killers. Let's talk about something happy before we leave. Why does everyone look at Moza? You're not waiting for me to say something, are you? I have no thoughts on the matter. Let's go. The star skiff will be here soon. Hey, I would like to say the final word, young Yanqing. Me? The finishing blow you landed on Hulei on the Sky Splitter was masterful, truly remarkable. Although there's still room for improvement when it comes to your technique in battle, the Xianzhou Yaoqing offers many opportunities for this. So if you one day find the urge to leave the Lafu and see a broader horizon, come find me on the Xianzhou Yaoqing. I understand. If I have an opportunity in the future, I will make sure not to miss out on your personal instruction, General. Alright, everyone. Time has passed us by. It's time for us to bid farewell for now. Let's take a group photo. I got a Psy-Crane ready. Oh, wow. March with the Psy-Crane camera. Save that one for later. And just like that, the Yaoqing guests boarded the starskip and left the port. If you're ready, we can wait for the next group. Don't worry, we still have lots of Lafu specialty mung bean soda left. God forbid we run out. I'm not as good at expressing my feelings at times like this. Yeah, you didn't fucking say anything, practically. I'll leave the talking to you, March. Judging by the standard vessel transfer times, Zhuming guests should be arriving any moment now. Alright, let's wait. Here they come. I'm so upset that Huaiyan is not playable. Please make him playable, Hoyo. Please. I want my 11th hour old man. It's Yanqing and the Astral Express crew. Thank you all for waiting. I bid you farewell, General Huaiyan. Bid you farewell, General Huaiyan. It's a shame that we never got that duel. Fuck it, let's do it again. Huh? Do you wish to see my skills? It is rare to find a youngster that has such a little fear of death. Just being asked to battle takes me back to those years when my blood burned like fire. Ah, how refreshing. I'm very curious about your true strength, General. Please don't allow Fei Xiao to mislead you about me. I am but an old man, who has grown to love craftsmanship. My interest in competitions and fighting beasts faded long ago. But I want to hear more from you youngsters. Yun Li, did you not have lots prepared for you wanted to say before you left? Ahem. As a master, I should pass on some words of advice to March before I leave. Right, forgot about that. Ahem, Master Yun Li. Come to think of it, you never took part in the war dance in the end, did you? Well, no, I didn't. Aren't you and March both being treated in the Alchemy Commission at the time? No, March was healthy enough to participate. You think I don't know that? What I mean is she has not yet completed the initial target for her training. March has still not completed her tuition. I don't want you slacking on your training while I'm back on the Zhanxiu Zhuming. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on her. Even if she had, she would still need to train. Quite right. Swordsmanship practice cannot be neglected. Come to think of it, Master Yun Li, weren't you originally after the reward General Huaiyan was offering? Aren't you sad that you weren't able to take part in the war dance? That's that sad. I heard Yanqing took victory as the Ringmaster, so the sword still rests in worthy hands. Plus, my grandfather has brought the prize all the way here, so does it not seem a little unceremonial for me to just win and take it straight back? I will not steal Yanqing's thunder this time, as I don't want to embarrass him. Really? You don't want to embarrass him? Huh. Such gracious generosity, Yun Li. You really helped me save face in the as the Luofu Swordmaster. Oh shit, he pulled out the box. Was it always that big? But I brought the awesome blade over to use in this moment of farewell. Oh, Yanqing loves that sword more than his life, and yet gift giving is quite an art. Are you really thinking about giving your sword to Yun Li, Master Yanqing? Really? This sword is your proof of victory in the war dance. Now I feel bad about taking your sword before. Wait, you didn't feel bad about that then? What generosity. I knew I was right about you. You're such a humorist, Yun Li. This was the sword that I won as the Ringmaster. I was just thinking that as you were leaving, you would not see it for a while. I brought it so you could touch it one last time and ease your regrets. Wow, Yanqing really does love that sword more than his life. Communication is quite an art. Let me translate for you, Master Yun Li. Nuh-uh, this is my sword and you can't have it. Oh, I'm gonna fucking die. Look at how red my face is getting. Tisk, this boy. He's just like me at this age. You! Yanqing, you wanted to rub salt in my wounds, huh? You listen to me. Once you finished resting that sword. Once you finished resting, bring that sword to the Zhuming and find me. I will forge a good sword as an apology. However, you know the rules. You must meet me with steel and win the sword fair and square. Got that? It's a promise. Recent events have inspired me to travel far and expand my knowledge of this life. As you so kindly invited me, Yun Li, it's a promise. The smug pair. Ling Sha happens to arrive at the harbor just as Zhuming guests are about to leave. That's right, she's staying. She's going to be the Cauldron Master here on the Luofu. Looks like I made it just in time for a show. You're leaving too, Miss Ling Sha? Miss Ling Sha, the Alchemy Commission can't go without you. I'm here to bid farewell to our Zhuming guests as you are. As I've spent so many years studying on the Zhanxiu Zhuming, and have been under the care of the Ardens Regia, I'm basically a half-native of the Zhuming. It's all thanks to Miss Ling Sha, the guests from afar, the Cloud Knights who have participated in the operation, and March receiving timely care and treatment in the Alchemy Mission. Who else but Miss Ling Sha could have handled all these harrowing incidents? Not at all. This is all simply the work of the Alchemy Commission. After eliminating the rooted disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Vidyara preceptors, it will fall on you to rebuild the Alchemy Commission, Miss Slingshaw. It's time for us to say our farewell. Oh, it's killing my voice. All the reading. Safe journeys, General Huayan. And Miss Yunli, I hope that you shall send my regards to the Ardens Regia. I will not let all that I learned on the Xianzhou Zhuming go to waste on the Xianzhou Lafu. Well then, it's time for me to be on my way. Wait, let's take a group photo. And I have some mung bean soda for you all to take with you. How much did you buy? I hope you bought a lot. I hope you ran out. Save that. Just like that, the Zhuming guests boarded their star skiff and left the port. Lingshaw returned to the Alchemy Commission. Alright. Star skiff silently pulls off to stop a familiar figure. Master Diviner Fu Xuan emerges from the hatch. Oh shit! Xing Xuan is gonna show up, isn't she? I have been devoted to divining the cause and effective outcomes of so many things, yet I never divined that there would be so many people here to meet me on my return to the Xianzhou. I see the Xianzhou Lafu really just can't go on without me. Of course it can't. You're the next general of the Xianzhou Lafu in my eyes. Diner Fu, what brings you back here? Who's this sassy, lost, short, pink-haired girl? Oh my fucking god. That's fucking hilarious. I gotta save that image. That's a meme. Diner Fu. Thank you for the warm welcome. I have returned. Let me explain. Yanqing explained about seeing the Xianzhou guests and the reality that they had no idea Fu Xuan was returning. I understand what has happened. Although this was merely a coincidence, it is still a fact that you are all here now. How about you meet me halfway? Meet me halfway is a strange expression for this, but why don't we pretend that you were awaiting my triumphant return? The prodigal Omnicia has returned? Actually, Yanqing, forget it. You've all been on the Lafu for all this time, and you didn't even notice that I wasn't here? I noticed. The Divination Commission has been so empty and lonely. If you were here, we would have never had so many issues. I didn't notice at all. I thought you were still here. Precisely. There's no way so many things would go wrong with me around. They literally put her off-world specifically so the Hule plotline could happen. That is what the writers have done. This is like the Gildarts problem in Fairy Tail. Gildarts is never in Magnolia. Otherwise, every plot would be solved. You must be tired, Master Diviner Fu. I have some mung bean soda. Please take a cup as a welcome back gift. Thank you, that's very kind. However, I am quite picky when it comes to drink. Almost no regular Lafu citizen actually drinks mung bean soda. I'll take you to try some Starto bubble tea, and you'll understand. So what did you learn about the UQ? Did you hear about Hule's escape from prison, Master Diviner? I was mainly supporting General Yaoqing with providing details about the Ambrosial Arbor disaster and discerning the truth from the lies in Jing Liu's confession. Honestly, I had no time to rest or learn anything new. As for the results, although you are precious Xianzhou allies, this is not the best time to reveal all. I still need to discuss things with Jing Yuan, so you must await my good news. Did you hear about Hulei's escape from prison, Master Diviner? News about his escape has spread like wildfire. Of course, I am aware. Although, much like the citizens of the Xianzhou, I had nothing but joy when I learned that the entire matter was under the control of the Seat of Divine Foresight and the Ten Lords Commission. I divined a rough idea of how things unfolded on my return journey, and I must say, we are so fortunate to have you. Our guests from the Astral Express have saved the Xianzhou Lafu from disaster once more. You should have told us you were coming back. I do not like fusses. This was simply a work trip, and there was no need for a welcome party. Although I did contact Qingxua in advance and tell her to come and meet me at the Starskip Haven. I see she's nowhere to be seen. Looks like it's time to head back to the Divination Commission and see what exactly of excuse she has this time. Qingxua, run. It's okay. Yanqing was planning to say their farewells to the crew, so he could be your welcoming party too. We have to take a group photo together first, though. Not a bad suggestion at all. Miss March, let's do that. Darn, she didn't show up. Oh well. That would have been funny. The crew visits the Lafu all the time. Even if we are guests of the Seat of Divine Foresight, there is no need to go to all the effort of a formal send-off. We will say goodbye for now, but if the Xianzhou Alliance has anything further to discuss in the future, please don't hesitate to contact our conductor. After all, the Astral Express is now in alliance with the Xianzhou Alliance. That's right, though you may be our guests from far across the starry skies, it will not be difficult for us to meet again. Should you wish to return to the Xianzhou Lafu, I am certain that we will have a chance to meet again. And I can learn from you all once more. Honestly, I also intend to board the Express and set off on my own adventure of self-improvement. I wonder what you all would say to that. You're more than welcome, of course. Oh yeah, weren't Himiko and Mr. Yang saying that they wanted to come along today? We could find them and discuss it further. I'm still recovering from my wounds. I can't believe you had wounds and you still participated in the war dance. So I'm not yet ready to depart. This matter can wait for now. Looks like our Express family isn't going to make it in time. Indeed. Let's leave the farewell party here for today. On behalf of the crew, I would like to thank you, the Xianzhou Lafu, for your kind hospitality. Safe travels, friends. The moment the other side of the port, Qingxua's running up. Oh, they are here. I can't believe the Xianzhou Lafu is so busy, even after the war dance is over. Oh yeah, where's March and the others? Hung said that they were waiting in the port. I imagine they must be nearby. I knew it! She did show up! Congratulations to Lady Fu on your outstanding performance and courageous efforts at the Xianzhou Yuche. I would like to hereby celebrate the triumphant return of Master Fu Xuan, known as the only light in the Xianzhou Lafu Divination Commission and the Divine Foresight's candidate. Miss, open your eyes. We are not Master Fu Xuan. Huh? Mr. Yang? Could that be Miss Himiko? Indeed I am. Then where's the Master Diviner? I know I predicted that she'd show up. This is not the gag I was hoping for, but I love it. How would we know? When did your Master Diviner even get here? You don't mean I missed her? Huh. Last jug of joy. That was funny. Well, I did say that we would resume with, we'll finish up with some warps. Okay. So, we have 61 pity, I believe. And I still don't have a Bailu on this account. And I don't have Himiko's Light Cone. So if we get either of those, I would much appreciate it. Alright, let's go to 71. No dice. Maybe we'll get something good, though. Alright, what's the purple? What's the purple? Show me the purple. Give me double purple, if preferably. That is not what I needed. Hey, I asked for double purple. And a Gallagher. We need copies of those. Alrighty. That's 71. Let's go to 81. Oh! This is it. 5-star. Come on. Come on. Pretty much anything we get here is going to be beneficial. I wonder if we'll get a double like we did last time. Okay. So 62? So that was 72? 73? 74? 75? 76? 77. Ooh, I have a second of this light cone now. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh well. Can't win them all. What Eidolon do we have you up to? Oh, that's your E4. What do you get on this? Yes.
Careful. Don't get too lost in those sweet dreams.
I really needed that Eidolon. That extra turn is kind of necessary because bosses, whatnot, that act so frequently, you don't get to get the benefit off of his ult. Half the time. It sucks. He really needs that E4. I don't even know what his E6 does. Gallagher's break effect by 20%, weakness break efficiency by 20%. That's decent. That should have been his E1. I've never superimposed a 5-star cone. %, regen rate. Next ally takes action, deals 35% more damage. And I will level that cone up at some point. Okay.
Quite a different experience looking down on Starskip Haven.
I guess next time we will check out what this festive revelry is. Probably. Luofu Temple Fair. There seems to be a lot of stuff here. And I still have some Wardance stuff to do off stream. So thank you everybody who stopped by. And I will hopefully see you all in the future. Until next time. Bye-bye.